there, and I hope you are doing well. You are watching The Noni Show, and I'm your host, Noni Karaoke. We are back, and now we hope to bring you inspiring stories from outstanding individuals out here making a difference in the society. This has been brought to you by Kamunge Original. They specialize in videography, photography, audiovisuals, everything production. Contact them for the best services in town. My guest today is a beautiful young Kenyan lady with an inspiring story. Her name is Chelah. I'm going to let her introduce herself, and then we can get to know more about her story and herself.
My name is Chelah Kipkorir. I'm mostly called Chelah the Great, Chelah the RP Warrior. Yeah, that's my name.
Chelah the Great. I call her Chelah the Great. And I have known Chelah for a long time. I've known you for a long time. We were back in campus, yeah? Yeah, so we get to share a few light moments. But you have a very inspiring story. Will you kindly tell us about yourself?
Yeah, Chelah is one being that people say that I'm mysterious because I can see, at the same time I cannot see because I still have some bit of useful vision. At the same time, I'm blind. I was diagnosed with the Retinitis Pigmentosa in 2015, and it's an incurable eye disorder which affects 1 in 4,000, and unfortunately, it causes a total blindness. As you grow, you lose more of your sight, and yeah.
When you were growing up, you know, from being a young girl, before you got diagnosed, did you feel anything different? Did you feel it coming? Was there anything that made you feel like something might be wrong with me?
I didn't really see anything different, but the time I started now having night blindness and tunnel vision, that's the time I realized that maybe there was something wrong the time I was young, because I used to step on people a lot, and I used to get lost a lot.
How old? Around how old?
Like 15. Teenage, yeah.
Teenage, yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, when I was young, you know, people, the way they used to play kati,
yeah.
I didn't used to see the ball.
Oh,
yeah. So.
But at that time, it was just like normal. You are just bad in kati. You know, you're just bad. Interesting. And then now you get to 2015.
Yeah, adulthood. Yeah.
How did you come about that discovery? So for you to be diagnosed?
Of course.
Did something bad happen?
No,
really bad?
I think it was more of just waddling into pool of water on the road and not seeing at night and glare, because that was what was affecting me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the first visit to the doctor was given just like, okay, it's like you're short-sighted and all that. I was given glasses.
Yeah.
No improvement. I stayed like, it was in 2013, 2014. Then I was just still dilly-dallying to go to another ophthalmologist. And then in 2015, just like out of blues, just told my sister, hey, baby, it's like my eyes are not getting better. Let us just seek a second opinion. Yeah. And we see what can be, maybe something can be salvaged and my sight can be. I can have my sight back. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying the doctors missed it twice?
Yeah.
Like twice?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at that time now you are diagnosed with the condition.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Did you believe it?
Oh my. It was more of a movie. You've never even heard about retinitis pigmentosa, because you didn't even know how to pronounce it. Yes. First of all, so you don't have any information. But the best thing that the hospital did, the doctor wasn't the one giving me the information. Yeah, they took me to a low vision psychologist. Yeah, that's when she started. It was just more of being a friend to me, and then she started now making me aware of the condition that I was in and the kind of situation that I was to have in future.
That's amazing. Can you tell us which hospital that was? Because
I went to PCA.
PCA.
Yeah.
Kikuyu. Oh yeah, they are good with eye condition, yeah? Or
they say so.
They
so
say, yeah, I've heard, yeah. Because I mean, if it was just maybe other hospitals, they would just like break it to you. Oh, there's this condition you have, and then you're like, what is that? You know? Yeah. So they relayed the information to you in an understandable way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I knew something wasn't adding up because the time was, you go, you read the chart, and then you go to the next step. But the more steps I went, it's like there was no one. So I was even taken to the head of retinal specialist. And then the team was just asking me, please, what it is, just tell me. Just told me that, don't worry, I'll send it to another person. He or she will tell you. I'm just like, okay, where am I going to a psychologist? Yeah. And I came here to look for an ophthalmologist. Yeah. But anyway, never question a doctor because you don't have that knowledge. So I went. Yeah.
So this news has been broken to you.
Yeah.
Where's your family?
Interestingly, my sister was just, I don't know if she had gone to get water or she was on phone the time I came because, you get into a doctor, it's you alone unless you give a consent for him or her to get because you're an adult. Yeah. I don't know. The time I started now crying and all that, and then it was already evening. The psychologist told me, but then did you come with who? Just like, okay, I came with my sister. That's the time I'm remembering. My sister was around. I was like, okay, I called her and then she came. She didn't even know anything about that. Because even the time was coming, it's like I wasn't even, I was just in my own world. Yeah. I didn't even know what is retinitis pigmentosa. So I was just like, okay, but my head was just pounding that hard. And then I came home, I didn't even sleep that night. And then I told my elder sister called my parents and all that. So I was just like, okay, this is the situation. Then they said, let's just look for us another second opinion.
Yeah. Let's
see, maybe it was just a misdiagnosis or something of the sort.
Okay, that's kind of very typical Kenyan.
Stayed for quite some time, like a month after we went to Lions. I was told the same thing, done deal. So I knew this is the reality. I just have to know how to live with it. Of course, the mental breakdown now started checking in. Just like it was so tough for me because it was like, okay, I'm sleeping. The next thing I won't even be able to see. I'll be totally blind. Yeah. So I think that was the fear that I had in like 2015, 2016, 2017. Because at times I could just wake up at night and just like open my eyes, try to see something. Of course, I don't see at night, but I'm just like, okay, let me just try myself and just see if I can still see. Just open light 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. just trying to see if my sight is still there.
Interesting. So you are a young adult, trying to, grow up, trying to study, trying to do all these amazing things for your future, and then here you have with the news that you are going blind. In one word, describe that in one word. Confusing. Yeah, I totally understand you. That can be quite confusing. So now you have been diagnosed, you have this condition. Take us through now the journey after that.
Oh, mental breakdown. Now I started now being a loner because it's just like, okay, this is a very huge thing that I can't really handle it. At the same time, my family was trying even to get to the bottom of it, the information, trying to contact doctors and all that. But yes, they know it's final, but there's still that hope. Maybe something big or crazy or just something out of the world can still happen. But it wasn't really nice because that's the time now I started just Chelah, just I became a quiet person, though I'm very vocal.
Yes, you are.
Very vocal. I became so quiet. The things that I used to love doing, I wasn't doing. I wasn't sleeping. Sleeping was just like, have you ever seen the way you're looking for Kenyan money? That's that is how I used to feel. I wasn't even sleeping. Even I could stay like 2 days without even sleeping. And the next day I'm supposed to go to class. Imagine, I come. And I used to like bump into people a lot. So your work was just to say sorry, even to the pillars. Sorry. And my Mkokoteni people, my love from Mkokoteni people, they really messed up with my legs. But anyway, it made Chelah to be the way she is. Tough one. Yeah.
So before we continue, what do you think about the awareness of this condition? The fact that it was missed like twice in your doctor visits, twice missing it, and then now you yourself not even aware of what that is after you were told about it. How's the awareness about retinitis pigmentosa?
It's like, I always say like there's no... People don't really know
on
about
a scale of 1 to 10, 1.
Negative. Totally can say just negative because even still now my friends don't even understand what I'm going through because sometimes I can do my work very well. Sometimes I just need their help that much. So yeah, of course they know Chelah doesn't see and all that, but there's no awareness. But if at all there is, it's very minimal, very minimal. Because even the time I'm on social media, people just ask like, Chelah, how do you do this? How do you have your phone? How do you do your masters and all that? Is it? I'm just like, okay, you can still do it. Then, but yes, I still have some very useful vision. My central vision is still pretty good.
Okay. Let me just cut you short. I've had a few questions from like the way friends interact with you and wonder at how you're able to do some of these things, and you are going to answer them once we get back. But right now we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.